Ready? Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome to Gamers Realm podcast number 26. As you're aware, I am CHICHUKI, joined by our friends Mr. Switch. Switch, I'm not hearing you. You might be on mute still. All right, we're also joined by Lizzie Hedgehog.
What's up?
Hi.
And special guests tonight, JLUV81.
How you guys doing?
And Master Sword Music.
Woo!
Hello, everybody.
Alrighty,
Hi.
so JLUV, the world wants to know how is your gaming history? How were you involved in gaming? Things like that.
I've been involved in gaming since 1986 when I first got my NES. My parents got it for me and I've been addicted ever since. I've been a huge Mario fan. I'm still a huge Mario fan. Always had a Nintendo system in my house. I didn't dabble into Sega Genesis until later on because, during the console wars, of course, I'm going to pick a Super Nintendo over the console wars. So yes, I appreciate the Sega now that I'm an adult and I can buy like all these wonderful consoles that I missed out on, but definitely been a huge Mario fan, Nintendo fan, Super Nintendo, and so forth. I've been also an avid collector. So a lot of the stuff I have today is from my childhood, the original from my childhood. And then, over time, if I lost anything, because we moved around a lot when I was a kid, I got that back, within the last, I would say 10, 15 years, I've been getting things back slowly and been enjoying video gaming and collecting. So that's pretty much, I play modern as well. I love my Nintendo Switch, but definitely more into the retro aspect of things.
Nice. What draws you to retro stuff, if you don't mind?
I am a huge fan of the 80s, probably because of my age. So what I like about retro, don't get me wrong, I love modern games. I'm a huge PlayStation fan, but what I like about retro games is they're short. They're not sweet. I can't say that because they're very tough. A lot of these games I still haven't even beaten, but because of the fact that they don't take 48 hours to complete games like that, as an adult, you just don't have the time to put into that stuff. I know I don't right now. So I kind of steer clear from games that have big stories. I like popping in a game, something simple, and playing something versus waiting, hours to download. That's annoying. So I guess that's a retro in me talking. As much as I love God of War, Ratchet and Clank, I do love PlayStation games. Nintendo Switch is not so bad when it comes to downloading, so I don't mind, Switch games. I'm, like I said, a huge first-party Nintendo fan. But the retro game, something about it, you pop it in and you just play it, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about it. So that's probably why I stick to retro. Plus, it reminds me of my childhood. Something about that 8-bit look. The music is just fantastic. The same with 16-bit. I just have such an appreciation for those type of games. And I think they aged well, as compared to like the 64, the PlayStation. Games like that just still look beautiful to me, at least.
Okay. 64 has not aged well.
No.
In the least.
Not at all. But it's weird because like back then you play GoldenEye and you think it's the most amazing thing in the world.
Oh, totally.
And then you look at it now and you're like, yeah, they're a little rectangular.
It's like what the hell were we thinking?
Yeah.
What was everybody drinking? What were we on?
I know. But it was a fun time. So I like games that bring me back memories. Playing as a kid, nice. Playing with friends, family, stuff like that.
I think I'm the same way with the nostalgic stuff. It's pretty much why I stream mostly Nintendo stuff.
Absolutely.
So, I'll do this two-parter now. Favorite Nintendo franchise and your favorite game ever. That's usually what we ask people.
That's tough. I'm gonna definitely say the Mario franchise is my favorite. I love platform games. Those are my favorite type of game. So give me Mario's, Adventure Island, stuff like that. I would say DuckTales, things like that are considered more platform. But Mario, every single Mario game, I don't care if it's Paper Mario. I'm just a huge Mario fan. Favorite game? That's hurtful. But if I have to choose, it's gonna be Mario. It's gonna be Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Switch comes up with the question. So if you wanna, kill
Yeah.
somebody, be like favorite game. That's him.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard. It really is hard because I also like Mario 2. That's also one of my favorite games. Not a lot of people, are a fan of it because of how different it was, but that's why I liked it because it was so different. So playing something like that back after Mario Brothers, the original, came out, it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was colorful. And it was different. You could pick up the enemies and toss them. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I have a really big soft spot for that game on the NES. And then of course Super Mario 3, that's legendary. I can't it's a flawless game for sure.
There you go.
Best NES game ever.
I was waiting to ask about Mario 3.
Yeah,
that's my
that
Mario
game's
favorite
flawless.
Game.
Flawless. But the reason why I'll pick Super Mario World over it is because something about the 16-bit look of Mario, it was the coolest thing I've seen. Yoshi came into the picture, and to me it was a little bit more simpler than Mario 3. I found it a little bit easier, the game. And I like the fact that you had secret, levels. There was a lot of secrets in that game that you could discover. So I think that's why I kind of draw toward Mario World more than Mario 3.
Interesting. Sorry, Jay. Personally, I don't think Mario World is easier than Mario 3. I think Mario 3 is easier than Mario World. Yeah.
Okay.
That's an interesting take. I've never actually thought of Mario World being easier.
I don't know. Maybe because I've been playing it forever. To me, it's just a lot more easier.
That might be the same reason why I think Mario 3 is easier, because I've been playing it for God knows how long.
Yeah, without doing the warps, right?
Yes, totally. I can.
Yes, that's it. You got to play it all the way through.
Nice. TJ, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to throw in the fact that she probably likes that one better because the Super Nintendo was the greatest console ever made. So.
Hey man.
That's a good point. I wasn't thinking of that.
It definitely is amazing.
So let's see. Do we have
anybody
have any questions?
I love Super Mario World. I'll be honest. Sorry, Sonic. Sorry, Sega gods, but I did love Super Mario World. It kept me very entertained. Cause discovering all this stuff and the little secrets and like, hey, I threw this and hey, there's a little key. What's that for? That was fun. I have to admit, yes. Super Mario World was always very entertaining.
Definitely.
Wow, we got Lizzie to admit that she likes Mario over Sonic. This is a good night.
Ooh. What? Shut the podcast down. It's over.
That's it. Yeah, 10 minutes in, it's over.
I respect
Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, JLUV, what is I want to hear what your take on first Super Mario Bros. 35th and the 3D All-Stars. Like, have you played them? You think of them?
I love what they've done with the Super Mario 35th anniversary. The releasing all these games, the anniversary pins, I just got those. They're beautiful. The actual 3D, the anniversary game on the Switch, I think they did an amazing job with it. I'm loving it. I'm actually running through Sunshine right now because I never beat Sunshine. Never. So that is probably one of the only Mario games I've yet to beat is Sunshine. So this gives me the opportunity to run through it. And what I like about the Switch is its portability. So I could actually take the game on the go and not be forced to sit at home playing. You know what I mean? And that's probably why I think I'm going to complete it. And I'm enjoying it more than I did. When it first came out, I don't think I was too big on Sunshine. So I have more of an appreciation now.
Oh, speaking of, did you get this one?
Yes. That's what I'm playing Sunshine on right now. And I think I don't know, it's not, I know they didn't really make it high def, but the games look beautiful to me.
They do.
They do look pretty good.
They look sharp, and I'm having fun with it for sure.
Yeah, this one?
Yep. Ooh. Yes, absolutely.
Don't tell Sonic this stuff is in my room. He might.
I'm telling him right now.
Wow. He already knows.
I'm also gonna tell Thomas Kalinske about it too.
Wow. He's not gonna take her calls back
now. Hey, what's if you wanted to smack somebody right now, who would it be?
I see ZAPCRISTAL wants wants me to slap her, so I might have to go to Texas and do that. I seen it. I seen the comments.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, how am I gonna bring that into a question? So I'm like, there
The
you go.
slapping. Everybody knows that when I get excited and I get happy, you ever had that friend that laughs and they have to hit everything around them? That's me. So that's where the slapping comes in play. It means I'm really, really happy. I want to smack somebody. I know it's different, but that's where everybody's like, I want to be slapped by JLUV. So there are some conventions that I've actually been to. Southeast Game Exchange, I slapped Gary, Rock Solid Productions.
Oh wow.
NES Attic at a panel. And Too Many Games, Captain Algebra, I slapped him. And these are all, you know, by request. They want to be slapped. I try to not do it hard, and for some reason they want me to slap them with everything I have. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, you'd be funny. You're wearing your Mario stuff, I wear my Sonic stuff, and then you come at me.
We'll do a slap-a-thon.
Yes,
There you go.
A slapping booth.
The console was over again.
Yeah, that's unique, that makes you who you are. It's just kind of, you're different, and that's what I've seen in the past, and people bring along a lot of different things about them, and that stands you out too. I like that, the whole logo design, how you have your YouTube channel put in there. It's cool. I really like that a lot. That's what, you know, brought me to when I first saw you, and this girl's cool, and then, you know, I say hi, things like that, and that's how I pretty much met you through I think it was like Twitter, YouTube, more like Twitter. I saw you on YouTube and on Twitter. So it's cool how I like how everyone comes from this big giant gaming community. We all get together and we make it even bigger and better one. So I love the way everything is. You know, I try to find my own thing, but I still can't do it. Like who's that one guy? Ray Strazis has this thing where he says, "What's up, my friends?" And or let's say, who's that guy? He's so famous. Oh man, what is He waves his arm up like this. He say hi, or he says, "Hey, what's his name?" Let me see if I can find it.
I heard that Chichuki guy is pretty popular.
Yeah, Chichuki. He's all right. He's okay. I mean, I am his best friend. I mean.
Oh wow, there are a lot of claims being thrown around tonight.
So I guess that makes you famous too, huh?
Everyone who's watching, don't forget to check out the description. Everyone's information is on there. You got JLUV's info on there too, and don't forget to give us a like. A lot of you guys are there. Just throw down and smash that like button.
Okay. All right, have a question from the chat for JLUV. It's from Freak of Four. He wants. I'm sorry, he or she. I shouldn't have done that. JLUV, what is the most difficult game you have ever completed?
First off, hi Freak. He's awesome. The most difficult game that I have ever completed was Adventure Island. I streamed it and it took 3 days. And I actually streamed the original hardware. I left it on the system. I left it on.
Nice.
And 3 days, because I did not want to lose my progress. I didn't use any save states. It took so long to finally complete that game. And when I did, if you guys were to go back and watch that stream, I cried. That's how stressful I was. Like, I was stressed out, and just to finally beat it, it was probably my biggest accomplishment on an NES game.
Nice. I've totally done that, leaving my game on. I think it was like in 4th or 5th grade, and I was playing the Flintstones or something on Nintendo, and I was like, oh, I'm going to school. I played this all weekend. I'm not turning it off.
Yes, exactly.
So I left it on, going to school.
That's the way we had to do it. We had to leave it on.
Totally.
And then you're scared, like you're like, is it still gonna be on? Like I hope I don't have a power outage or something, because that would totally suck.
Well, the first is like, you got to ask your parents, and you're thinking your parents are gonna be like, no, you stupid ass, turn the thing off.
Yeah, we need to save power. Yeah. You need to turn it off. But that's all we had to do. We didn't have save states and stuff like that now, you know. So that's the one thing I will say that I kind of miss that aspect of it, because usually you have to start over again. You know, we got our butts handed to us as kids with these type of games. Legend of Zelda 2, for example, that game. Listen, I've been through so much rage with that game as a kid, and
that was my next
it
question.
literally made me put it away forever. And then 2 years ago, T-Belly T-Belly and Diehard Gamer Bros convinced me to do it, and the three of us made it a goal to beat it, and every single one of us did beat the game. It was awesome. So I finally put the effort, and we got it done. Yeah.
Awesome. I don't think I've ever beaten Zelda 2.
Oh, you have a new appreciation for it if you do, really. I actually like that game now. I hated it as a kid.
Oh, and the music in that game is so good.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I agree.
Oh,
even the way they have like Ganon laugh every time you die, it pissed me off. I wanted to box. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. You little punk.
He was like, I think it's the same laugh as Soda Popinski in Punch Out. Do you remember?
I hate, hate that laugh.
He beat you? Yeah.
Yes, it totally is. This wow, I did not put that together until you just said it.
Yeah.
It really is. Wow.
Now you'll think of that, right?
Yeah, now I hear it now. That's awesome.
That crazy laugh. I used to scare me too as a kid. Like, oh, why'd the screen have to go red for? Like
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Gordon, we were talking about rage. The game that you raged the most. Was it just what you were saying, or was there a game?
No.
Maybe
that's a good question.
A controller, maybe
all right,
the wall or something, or
the game that I raged the most, that I nearly punted this cartridge right out of my house, and it's Ghosts and Goblins. I can't stand that game.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can't stand it. I really can't. Like, it pisses me off. And that's not even like, I like Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a tough game, but Ghosts and Goblins, it's broken. It sets me off. That game, I can't play it. I can't. I refuse to play it.
Ever broken the cartridge on any game or anything like that, or a controller?
No, I have broken a controller. It was a PlayStation controller, the PlayStation 2. I don't remember which game caused me to do that, but when I started to see the prices of these controllers, that was the last time I will ever break a controller or a game. I won't do any of that again.
See, you always remember the game you broke the controller on. I think you're full of it.
I don't remember. I really don't. Which PlayStation? It was a PlayStation 2. I remember that, but I don't remember which game caused me to do it. I don't.
I broke my only controller I've ever broken on a GameCube controller for Mario Kart Double Dash in college.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I threw it to the ground, smacked it on my foot because we were playing 4-player multiplayer, and the idiot roommates I have decided to just like drive backwards when the blue shell's coming.
Yeah.
That's let me take it.
That's awesome. See, like games like Call of Duty, like playing online, I can get pretty angry. I try not to be that way, but I can be very competitive with games like that. And it's usually because of the trash talking. Oh man, does that get me going?
Ooh.
Oh.
Did you play Battletoads on the NES?
Yes, I have. And I'm not good at it, but I will say I like it. I can't say I hate it. I'm not good at that game, but I do enjoy it. And I'm actually playing the one now on Xbox, the Battletoads on Xbox One. So I think it's a lot of fun.
Does it hold up compared to the old one? Because I know that's kind of like some people complain about it, that it's like not the same Battletoads or whatever.
I think the problem is people are complaining about the way they're animated, the way they look. If you can look past that, I don't mind the cartoon look. It doesn't bother me at all. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It can be a little repetitive with the enemies, but the way they change up the levels, it's not. It really is not. It's like different each time. So I'm having a good time with it. Okay. It's the only time that artwork bothers me. It really doesn't. I don't mind how games look. It's more to me how they play. The Ninja Turtles. The way the Ninja Turtles look today on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Oh my, I don't know what was going on. Who drew that? And it makes me, every time I look at them, I want to throw up. And I'm a huge Turtles fan, but that hurt. And I'm not talking about the 2012 Turtles. You know what I'm talking about, like the today's
the
Turtles.
Rise of the TNT.
So bad. It's so bad. Like they don't look like turtles. I don't know what they are, but yeah, that's the only time that like looks bother me.
Well, there's a movie coming now.
Yeah, I heard that. Wasn't what's his name? Seth Rogen have something to do with that? The new Turtles movie that's coming out.
Yeah,
I'm actually looking forward to that. I think that's awesome.
No. The Rise of the TNT movie, that ugly cartoon version. They're not making the ugly cartoon movie.
Oh,
there you go.
I think you just hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's damaged goods now. Broken.
Yeah.
Speaking of video game movies, has anybody seen the trailer for Monster Hunter?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yes.
I thought that was really, really interesting.
I didn't even know they were coming out with that.
It is getting blasted online.
Oh,
a lot of people are not liking it because of the whole, there's like military type characters. Basically, like the premise of the movie is like there's some military people who get caught up in some kind of wormhole teleportation type thing, and they end up in the Monster Hunter world, and they have to learn to adapt into this new world. But the monsters look really cool. They actually have like weapons that look like Monster Hunter type weapons. Like, I think it actually looks pretty good, but a lot of people are kind of just like, oh, it's not, why did they do it this way? And they're guns and Monster Hunter. And I'm just like, I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's always going to be somebody not satisfied. Always. You're always going to have somebody complaining about something, you know, whether it's true to the video game or it's not true to the video game, or changing it, or it's always something, you know. We should appreciate the fact that they're actually making a movie.
Like the Sonic movie? My gosh, I
love the Sonic movie. I thought it was fantastic.
It is amazing, but the old design, like, that's not my Sonic, sweetie. I don't know what y'all were smoking. I don't know what y'all were on, but you're gonna fix it.
Even like the Mario movie that came out in the 90s.
That movie was a part of my childhood. I hate when people bash that movie.
When I was a kid, I actually loved the movie. Like, yes, I was confused at first because you're sitting there and they're like, what is this? Like, why does Goomba look like that? But I don't know. It's like you said, it's nostalgic to me. So I actually like the movie. It's like, it was awesome that I got to see Mario and Luigi, like actual Mario and Luigi. I thought it was the coolest thing.
John Leguizamo, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Takes me back to a simple the Mario Brothers cartoon when they actually had the live action scenes and stuff in it.
Yes, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was awesome.
The Super Show.
I like the Super Show back.
Every day after school, I had to watch it, and then Fridays was The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it was me.
I ain't gonna lie, the Legend of Zelda cartoon kind of hurt my feelings.
Did it really? I liked it.
Excuse me.
As a big Zelda fan, I'm like, I don't like how they portrayed Link in that cartoon.
Yeah, I could see why. I could definitely see why.
I wanted to punch that. I mean, it's not the voice actor's fault. Of course, he's reading a script, but you're like, I want to punch this person so much.
It was annoying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did my boy Link wrong in that one. It's not the first time, though. Wanda Gamelon and all that.
N, remember? There's also Captain N, the game master.
Oh, yeah. I actually like that one. I like that one. They
Yeah,
did
me
Mega
too.
Man wrong in that one.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
Was
That
terrible.
was awesome, though. I used to love watching that. I wanted that jacket so bad in the worst way.
Yes, I still want that jacket.
Yes, I
still want
do.
that.
Absolutely. No shame in that.
Yeah, you can actually make it. I mean, you look at it, you go, okay, I can get a patch, and I know I can probably find that leather jacket somewhere. But I wanted to cosplay like him, but then I go, no, I'm gonna change it up. I'm not gonna be like a female version of Captain M. I'm gonna figure something out to do like in the Sega version would be awesome. And then I need my Captain M cosplayer with me. That way you can be like,
no,
hey,
I'm not creative like that. You don't want me trying to make a jacket. I'm gonna mess that up real bad.
but speaking of the Mega Man they made, yeah, you're like, were you like, is this voice? I mean, you're like, okay, well, the voice actor, were you smoking? I'm talking about smoking, like, because it's like Popeye who smoked too many cigarettes or something. and then there was the kid Icarus. Everything he kept saying was Icarus. You're like, shut your Icarus up. Go away.
That game too. That game's tough. That game is tough.
Mm-hmm. Really? I never see. My thing is when I was little, I was so focused on Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Battletoads, stuff like
No,
that.
Kid
There's a
Icarus
lot of
is
games I
tough.
missed out on.
Oh, Kid Icarus
Yeah.
is brutal.
Oh, it is absolutely. I find Kid Icarus brutal. Metroid is brutal. There's another one. Was it Oh man, what was it? Wizard and Warriors. That one was hard. What's Iron Sword or whatever? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I actually don't know that one.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Now I feel old.
Yeah, well, we're fine.
You're just a year older than me. That's fine.
That's it. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Hey, I just said it. I just said a year. They don't know how old I am.
That's
I'm
true.
old enough. You're not right,
So
Chad.
real quick, guys, what are you guys who's anyone doing any kind of gaming Halloween thing at all? Anyone doing like a stream? What are you wearing? Or any parties you guys going to in a gaming outfit or something?
I want to so badly go out somewhere, but here's my thing. When I go out every day, like outside my house, I have my Sonic shirts, my cute blue jeans. I have red shoes I wear. Sometimes I'm wearing like this hat or a different hat. That is what I do, and everyone's cool with that. For a party, it's really hard to say. Because my parents are very paranoid with this virus going on. So going outside is very hard right now. I really would love to be on y'all's podcast next time when it's closer to Halloween, whether it's before or after Halloween, but definitely dress up for the podcast. I kind of want to do a podcast playing Sonic 1, dressed as Sonic, but we'll see. It just depends if I have everything set up ready in time.
Yeah, I probably not. I mean, I've been working like crazy. I work at a hospital. I have a lot going on this month. So if you guys take notice, my channel has been inactive only the last 4 weeks, I would say. Within the last month, this was the only thing I had booked for this month. This was the only thing that I could book. I will be back in November. November is a lot more relaxing. There's a lot of personal issues I'm dealing with right now. But once November comes, I'm going to be back at streaming, back at video making. Just this past weekend, I got together with some of the YouTubers in the retro game community. We got tired of all the conventions canceling this year because of COVID. So we decided to make our own, gathering. So we had a couple of them gather at my house in Pennsylvania, and then we went to New York. Megadan 29 has never been there. He came down from Illinois, and we just took a trip, and just hung out in the hotel room all weekend long after that and played video games. And it was actually nice. It's nice to finally come out and get together with people. There's still limitations depending on where you live of how many people could be in a room or how many people in a restaurant. Just a couple days ago, you guys didn't even know I had a sinus infection. They actually forced me to get the COVID test. I had to get swabbed. I had to be out of work a couple days until I got the results. Of course, they were negative. It's a sinus infection. So if you sneeze the wrong way, if you fart, have diarrhea, anything like that, they're going to test you for COVID, depending on, what your profession is. Obviously, working at a hospital, it's taken very seriously, which is understandable. But because I work at a hospital, I was able to get the results quickly. Usually the results can take up to a week. It took me 2 days, and then I was back at work. So yeah, fighting like allergy season's the worst time right now to have because of COVID, which sucks because it's like it kind of makes you paranoid because then you're second guessing yourself like, oh my God, what if I do have it? You know what I mean? But I'm at the point now where, the last year, all you could do is just take precautions as best as possible, wear your mask in public. That's what I've been doing, and, sanitize, and that's it. But I'm still going to live my life. I'm not going to let this, stop me from doing what I want to do. I'm just cautious about it. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
Conventions, I'm hoping I was supposed to go to Midwest Gaming Classic back in April. And it sucks so bad because I was supposed to have a panel with Chris Pico, the old ass retro gamer, and it was going to be a couple of us, and that got canceled. My trip got canceled. I couldn't get my money back from my flight. It was just this whole big mess. And I'm gonna definitely try to go next year. But I'm at the point where it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't have it, because it's like not going away. You know what I mean? So
No.
having that large group in a convention, I don't think they're gonna be able to do that again. I think that like Too Many Games in Philadelphia, for example, that convention is huge. You would not believe the amount of people that attend that. It's you're like pretty much walking through people consistently. That's never going to happen again. Even if we do go back to some type of normalcy, there's going to be guidelines now in place. They'll never be able to fully pack a convention again. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, you know, within the next year when convention season does come back.
Yeah, you're right, because I always go to New York Comic Con. In fact, right now, I think it should probably have, I mean, right now it should have been New York Comic Con season.
Yeah.
So many of us are depressed because I usually work the event, so I have to deal with all of that. So you're really bummed out. You're like, okay, San Diego Comic Con is canceled. That means New York Comic Con is gonna get canceled. You're hoping it doesn't, but then you really, it's not even safe over there right now. So you're like,
It stinks. It's like, you know, everything you're used to attending has been canceled. So it's definitely a different world that we live in, that we're trying to adjust to right now. And what we got to do is hope that, you know, even if things may not be the same, you know, there still could be some kind of convention happening. And that's the one thing I like. The reason why I like to go to conventions is not just because of the gaming. I love meeting people. I love it. I love talking to people. I love meeting different, you know, fans that I didn't even know I had who come up to me. And different YouTubers. I've made the best of friends because of this community. Getting to know people, watching people's channels, and you know, we actually became a family, and I love that. And I embrace watching people I don't even know about. If you tell me, hey, check somebody out, and I like it, it's just a beautiful thing to me, you know. And I built a lot of friendships because of this community. So I'm very grateful for YouTube. I'm very grateful for not only the retro game community, the video game community, you know, whether it's Nintendo, you know, PlayStation, Xbox. I mean, we all are into the same kind of things, even though they might not be exactly the same. It's still video games.
Awesome.
Very nicely said.
Thank you.
That's one of the reasons I really enjoy the Gamerz Realm podcast, because ever since I became a part of this community, like I've met so many awesome YouTubers through this watching this podcast. And then when they asked me to actually become a part of it, I was just like, man, I got really excited to actually become a part of it. So it's like the community has been absolutely amazing. And it's being so amazing being able to like get my content out there and share it with the greater community, and then being able to check out some awesome content creators as well. I've learned so much just by being a part of this community. So it's been an amazing ride.
It is. It's like there's a lot of goodness. I mean, you do see, you know, we've all seen it, you know, being in this type of field, we see trolls. They are out there. You know, that's something that you got to learn to deal with and have thick skin, and just ignore the negative. And that's where my promote positivity comes into play. So a lot of the times on my channel, you'll hear me always say promote positivity some way, shape, or form. And what that means is, it means just embrace the goodness. Promote positivity. Why trash talk somebody? You know, just, you know, be kind to one another. We're all in this together. Just have fun, have a good time. That's what it's about. There's no need to, if you don't like someone's channel, don't watch it. That's it. You just don't watch it. You know, kill them with kindness. And that's a big thing. I'm very anti-bully. I don't like that. I don't like the drama scene at all. I'm very laid back. I surround myself with a lot of positive people. I'm very selective who I surround myself with because of that. Because I'm a grown woman. I don't got time for this. You know, I don't got time for, you know, drama. This isn't high school anymore. I'm very happy in my life right now. Love my job, love my family. And that's what I've been focusing on the most this past month. Believe it or not so much YouTube, because family first. Life is always first. YouTube will still be there, you know, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm reflecting on my time and I'm enjoying, especially that we've been going through COVID-19. I'm enjoying people's company. I'm being more grateful for people, for my loved ones because of COVID-19 and the things that I've seen within the past year, you know, working at a hospital and stuff like that. So it really put things in perspective for me, where it's like, you know, let me just take a break, do what I need to do, and then I can get back into the scene. But I appreciate you guys even having me on here, because I made this plan a while back with Mr. Switch. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna do it. And I've been looking forward to it. But I'll be back on the scene next month for sure. But yeah, that's why I do the whole promote positivity thing.
Thank you, thank you. That was I love everything you're saying. It's a lot of positive, and it's something that I'm trying to get out of some of the negative I dump myself in, whether it's out there with politics and stuff. And I rip away from that, and I try to jump away from that, because wherever you go, you see it so much. And again, when I got into it, here I am blabbing with other people, saying whose side or whatever. I just like, you know what, I'm done. I said, there was one family member too I got into it with, and I just say, hey, let's call it out. Be done. We love our gaming. We associate with gaming, and stick with it, because it was affecting me in a way too. And like I said, then you start taking it out on maybe someone's home or whatever. So like, whether we can get a chance next year to get in the convention, I think most likely it might be more like a 2022 thing, because it's so heavy, and hopefully we can all kick back as we do now, you know, in the virtual world, and you know, playing games together and the best we can, and then hopefully we can all get a chance to meet each other. But we just got to be patient, you know,
absolutely,
be at peace with everyone else. And you know, like, I'm still, like I said, I'm still working on me, and if I have to step back for a minute, I'm gonna have to do that or whatever. But for everyone else, like I said, you can always come back here to any community, all gaming. We're all the same. We're all equals here. You know, whether it's Nintendo, Sony, whatever. I'm just
that's
saying,
right.
man, that's all positivity, and you make me feel very positive with that. And I
Thank you.
appreciate having you here. So,
well, I appreciate you guys having me. I really do. That's what it's about, you know, having a good time and just embracing, you know, being grateful for what we have, the friendships we built. And some people will say, you know, you can't always be positive. This isn't that this is the real world. Exactly. This is the real world. I've seen so many things that I couldn't even begin to tell you how traumatizing it is, especially this year. And why would I want to bring that on YouTube? Why would I want to deal with that on you know, in the gaming realm? You know, why would I want that? If anything, I want to get away from that. I don't want to talk about politics. We don't do that on my channel. We don't talk about politics, religion, race. I don't, none of that. That's nothing controversial. That's not why I'm here. You know, you want that you can go to a different channel. My channel is all about fun, love, video games, you know, collecting, anything retro, Nintendo, you know, just have a good time. You know, that's pretty much what I'm about. And that's what I want to see. That's what I surround myself with. If you are not that type of channel, I won't watch it. That's all. That's plain and simple.
Chichuki, something on your end?
No, I think I'm fine. You know,
let's get it. Go ahead.
I try not to bring up that politics and stuff either, because that's exactly, we're not here for that.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly, because no matter what you think, someone will think something else, and you know, it's never gonna end well. So I try not to have those conversations, because it doesn't even matter. You know, in the end, it really doesn't matter.
No, the thing that gets me the most is that people are like, that are YouTube personalities, and other people get on their case for not using their platform for stuff. And it's like, if I choose not to do that, don't get on my ass for not doing that. I choose not to do that. People don't come to your channel to hear my political views or anybody else's political views or anything like that. So they come for like 2 hours to see me get pissed off and play some video games. That's
exactly.
That's what they come here for. And
come to see you punch holes in walls.
No, I don't see you come to see me punch holes in walls. I do drop and throw controllers. But don't get on somebody's case for not being a political activist or something. It's like, if they choose not to do anything about that, then that's their prerogative. They don't
Yeah.
need to be one of the outspoken YouTubers. There are plenty of them for that.
Oh, absolutely. I've even had somebody try to bring something up during a live stream, and I seen it in the comments, and I was like, listen, just to let you know, we don't talk about that here. I'm not trying to get anybody fighting in there. That doesn't, not on my channel. Like, I'm not about that. It's video games. It's not that serious. Just, there's other channels for that I'm sure you guys know, who wants to talk about things like that, but I'm definitely not one of them. I try to surround myself with good people, and I think I've been very successful with that so far. And the one thing I will say that I got out of all of this, I don't care. Like I said, I have a full-time job. I'm very happy with this job. I never cared about the numbers. I don't take, let's face it, YouTube, you don't really make much money out of it. It's not about that. It really is a hobby for me. And this is why I do not have a Patreon. I do not have memberships. I will not do that. I don't put time like that in my channel. For those of you that do, that's awesome. I don't, so I'm not going to dare ask anybody to give me money toward anything. This is strictly a hobby, and what I got out of it is the friendships, getting to meet the game chasers and building friendships with Billy and Jay and 8-Bit Eric and Pixel Game Squad. I mean, these are guys that I've looked up to, that I actually have met and spoken to, and gone to out to eat with, and it's just amazing things have happened because of this platform. And with that, and meeting like people like T-Belly and Megadan, people that I'm very, very tight with, I succeeded. I don't need to go any further.
That's awesome. Hey, speaking of, I had a question for you. Have you visited the Nintendo store?
Absolutely. I was just there this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, it's open. You just have to stand in line. They do only let certain amount of people in at a time. So,
Okay.
and with social distancing and stuff like that, it's a little bit different. The way, like, there is ways you have to walk in the store now. But other than that, yeah, it's still an awesome store to visit. I definitely recommend going there at least once.
Have you ever bought any of the cute plushies? I actually got these from the Nintendo store a couple years ago.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I've been there. I want to meet Mario. I mean,
there's a lot of plushies there.
Mascot. I want to hug him, but be like, I can hug you, but just remember, Sonic might be watching. So if I hug you, that'd be cool.
He's cheating.
Take a photo. Get evidence.
It's cheating
again.
He's traitor.
Evidence.
That's awesome.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
real
it's a
quick.
fantastic store.
I want to go into real quick with Xavier. We bring Xavier in. He's actually shows Ryan Bell. We have a segment. We call it now Full Nerd. So I want you to tell us, what is your segment about? He's doing like a lot of retro stuff. I know him. I met him actually a few blocks away. He lives in the same town. And usually when I'm looking for something retro, I'll ask him, he'll fix it, and he'll buy it, and then he'll sell it to me. He's my to-go guy. So what you got for us today?
Is he okay with the full nerd title of his
I'm perfect with it. I'm straight up full nerd, because when I talk, eventually I go into details and people just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're in a totally different language. I'm a complete nerd and everything. So, but yeah, when I first started getting into retro stuff, I got a Nintendo and I hooked it up to my LCD screen TV, and I'm like, oh my God, it does not look like what I remember. It looked blurry, it looked terrible. So then I am like, okay, I'm gonna go get one of these. I don't know. Do you guys have one of these?
Yes.
This little HDMI converter.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is even worse, because it's now the aspect ratio is off. It's now 16.9 instead of 4.3. There was delay, and I'm like, I'm not like my old Nintendo anymore. I'm like, what's going on? So I started like reading up on stuff. So I ended up modding my Nintendo. I did an RGB mod to it. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I moved on to it because the retro community said get into SCART. So I bought one of these on Amazon for like, I think 35 or $40. And RGB looked really nice. Again, aspect ratio was off, where it was 16.9 instead of the 4.3. And then I started noticing stuff like the first game I remember was Sonic the Hedgehog. I was playing it and I had that shield around me and it wasn't glowing like I remember. And so I did some research and I found out that frame rates were kind of screwed up because instead of doing 240p, it was doing 480i and then upscaling to 720p or 1080p. And it just like looked horrible. So then I bought this right here called the OSSC. And this is a game changer. If you're going to play retro games on a modern system, this is what you need to get. This will take a 240p signal and you can upscale it to 1080p, no lag at all, and you just get the perfect experience, just like how you used to play on your old CRT TVs. So
that's awesome.
And so, but what I've been working on, because this bad boy is about $200. I found out about this thing called the GBS 8200. You can get these for about $24 on Amazon. And then I bought this little Wi-Fi module, and with a mod, so you're talking like $48. I can pretty much do the same thing on this cheap little upscaler that I can do on that thing, and I'll only pay about $50. And that's what I've been pushing on lately. I'm like, if you guys don't have the budget, I get one of those JBS and do a little mod, and you're done.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys got any questions on stuff, because your GameCubes, if you have like the older style models, you get one of these, AliExpress, $35. You can play games on there like perfect. It's not taking the composite, it's actually taking the digital component that, I think the component cables are like $300. This does the same thing for $35.
Oh, I'm gonna need information on that. Give him. I want him to have my number right there.
Let me know. I am like the guru of video. So if you got any questions, I can help you out.
Awesome. Maybe you can help me with Twitch and stuff.
What about N64? Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, if you have an older model N64, Voltar makes it. He's from, I think, Pennsylvania or Ohio. He makes a RGB mod, and it's really simple to do. It's just like four solder points on the chip, and then you just run like a couple wires to the board, and you can do RGB mod. And then you can do RGB, and then you get one of these Rad2X, and it'll look pretty decent instead of doing the composite. Or if you don't want to do any modding, it can do S video, and I would say maybe go with a Retro Team 2X. They're like, I think you can get it for like $79, and that will look pretty decent too.
Nice.
I'll help you get connected with him on. I know he's
please
Facebook,
do.
Facebook and do you have a Twitter, Xavier?
I am gonna be getting that was the other big reveal. Dude? I'm gonna be I'm getting my Twitter. I'm getting everything. I even have my buddy at work. He's working on a theme song right now. I'm like, I need a theme song. I need it all. So he's working on one for me.
I've been telling him to get out. Like you gotta get that channel, get all that stuff working, get more connected. And he's just he's a busy guy, but I'm glad to have him here. To give us something full nerd.
Yeah, because like basically, I'm like the guy that sat in the back of class. I have great ideas, but I don't like talking in front of crowds, and I get really nervous, I get shaky and stuff like that. So I've always been the quiet guy, but now I really do want to come out, and I do want to tell people my story about retro gaming. Because man, I'm telling you, I got a story to tell with my dad and programming for Atari video games back in the early '80s and stuff like that.
We'll get into that for sure. We'll have like a full-blown episode just for you, Xavier. We're gonna call it Nerd with Xavier.
Yes.
Make sure I'm here for that one, man. That is going to be interesting. I am down for some of that.
Xavier, we're gonna have to hold you a spot. The spot I got next is the first Friday of December. We'll get we'll put you on there for like.
Oh, good. Hey, that the first week of December is my birthday.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that booking.
Perfect. There you go.
Happy birthday. We're going to sing for you and everything.
December guy.
We have to show appreciation for his mug right there. Look at that mug. Oh yes.
Zoom in on. Oh yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Liz, where'd you go?
I'm here. I'm
There
cleaning
she
my
is.
room.
Oh, like she disappeared. You guys got right now we got like we can get like a good 15 minutes till closing. You guys got any further questions for each other for J Love? J Love, you want to say anything? Just throw it out.
Hey,
right
J
now.
Love, can we play Mario Kart 8 or something together one day on Switch if you have it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I can give you my Switch code. I think Mr. Switch has that as well. So
Yeah.
if you
Yes,
need my
'cause I
Switch
forgot-
code, I'll.
Animal Crossing 2.
Do you have Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. I can send it to you on Twitter.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, because I'm a loner and I'm also like I was I've got no friends, so I don't really play online with people, but now I'm like starting to get more comfortable. And I need to play other people, you know, Mario Kart 8 or Animal Crossing. And
Animal Crossing's fun.
I love
That
it. I'm in the
is
middle
fun.
of building my island. It's gorgeous. I finally got the permits to break stuff and we build it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's a lot of fun, especially when you get like a group together and you meet each other at each other's islands. We've done that. I've been playing a lot of that with Do You Nerd, and it's been a ride. So every time I see Animal Crossing, I can't help but think of Do You Nerd. But it's a fantastic game. They did a good job with it. I just wish that Nintendo would have done a little bit better with the online services as far as like the party mode, you know, like the party chat. I wish they would have incorporated that instead of the cell phone app personally. Hopefully maybe they can come up with something like that you know, later on for future games. Because when we play Friday the 13th together, you can talk to each other, but then if you separate and you're by yourself, you don't hear anybody anymore.
Oh no.
So it's weird.
I love Friday. That is my game for the PlayStation 4. I love that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I have fun, but if I'm Jason, I don't know what I'm doing. It's not fun.
I'm having rage issues with that game. If I'm Jason, I won't play them because I get so mad.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch people. It's like, what am I doing? How do you do this? And then it glitches a lot. There's a lot of glitching in that game. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was poor programming.
Yeah.
With that.
Yes.
That's why I rage so bad. And then if they got a pocket knife,
I can fix it.
Oh my god, I'm like I gotta mute my mic a lot of times because I'm raging. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get banned.
Linda Gamer Girl is a pro at that game. If you want to play with somebody that is really good, she is fantastic.
She likes those horror games too, right?
Yeah, she loves horror games. So of course that would be right up her alley. She actually had to do a mini tutorial with just me before we played with others to teach me how to play. She's really, really good with that.
I see my son play it enough. I'm like, I'll let you play. I ain't trying. I mean, as much as I would like to, it looks cool, but I don't have the time for it. Hey, does anyone know what pitfall seeds are? I just found it just now, like before the stream, on Animal Crossing. They're called pitfall seeds.
Yeah.
They look weird.
Yeah, well,
Like
you bury them and they make pits, and people and villagers can step on them and
They're
fall into a pit.
Like, so you trick people into
it's like
falling?
pranks. It's like a prank.
Wow, it's like a
Don't make the villagers hate you though.
Yeah, but I think if somebody was telling me that if the villagers see you burying it, they fall in it, they will resent you.
Oh.
They'll be like, "Oh, asshole Switch buried a pitfall, and I fell in it," and it'll affect them a little bit.
They'll want to move out the island.
They're mad.
Oh,
right
by
now.
the way, who's your favorite villagers? If you're playing Animal Crossing, who are your favorite villagers?
Who's this for? J Love?
Yeah. Okay. Or all of y'all too.
Oh, I thought it was for everybody.
I haven't even played the game yet. I'm still playing.
I'm trying to think.
I'm
I
still
like
playing
Mr.
this.
Nook. Does he count? Mr. Nook?
I haven't played it in a long time. I think my villagers think I'm dead, probably. Coco's not bad. It's like a rabbit with no eyeballs. Like one of them. I don't really know all the villagers.
Like their names, right?
My favorite is Text. If you go on my Twitter, I've been recording him when he sings because he'll he'll randomly sing, and he's just so cute when he sings. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to make a recording and post it on my Twitter. It's like, oh, he's my favorite right now.
That's awesome.
I like Cherry. Cherry is my island girlfriend, so I go visit her, give some flowers, and I think I met her once when she started talking about I think it was, you know, when sometimes they visit and you got friends that visit you, and then and then they would leave, and Cherry was talking about, oh, I remember that guy CHICHUKI.
Yes.
I can't wait to
Damn,
see him. Like,
damn
what
right.
about him for?
She knows where it's at.
So
Did you guys build like an arcade in your house?
Oh,
Animal Crossing?
Trying
Yes.
to.
Trying to.
I have like an attic, and it has like a pool table. It has there's like 3 arcades. Street, what is it? There's a street, like a fighter one.
Like a Galaga looking one.
There's a Galaga looking one. There's a Mojang or something like that.
Yeah, Mahjong and fight or something.
Yes, and I have that. The basketball hoop things on there, and darts, playing darts that have like 4 pinball machines, 4 different types. It's nice. I'm like, I want that room. Like, I wish. And then I made my kitchen look like a diner, which is pretty cool. I love it.
I'm still in the middle of building it up. My island looks super messy because I've thrown everything everywhere, so I've slowly been cleaning it up. But something I saw online that really want to do it. But I downloaded the Nintendo Switch app for my phone. It's not working, but you can customize it, because I've been noticing a lot of people are putting Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, like the flag. You can actually do a Sonic one, and then the theme song, you can actually put the Sonic Green Hill Zone there. I want to learn to do that. I want to do it so badly.
Yeah, you could. It's amazing what you could customize on that game. Like, it's fantastic. I think they did a really good job. Like I said, I just wish Nintendo, they if they really wanted to, they can really be advanced. They can, if they really wanted to be up there with PlayStation and Xbox. I don't know what happened with their online. That's the only thing I have a complaint. And I am a huge Nintendo fan, but their online, they could have done better. They really could have.
Can they give us 64? At least I'm hearing something else is popping up before the end of the year, and I'm hearing the 64 games we can play, just like Super Nintendo or NES Online.
Yeah, but I kind of wish they gave you the option to purchase games. Instead of waiting for them to come out one at a time like that, and then they're a game that you may not like. You're like, what? We waited for this? Like, why can't we have like the virtual console? Why can't we buy games? We're buying them, so what's the big deal?
Like when the Wii had it.
Exactly. That was fantastic. That was a great idea.
Yeah, I'm a little pissed off that. Like, dang, man.
Yeah.
Why can't we get Batman or something from the NES or Super Nintendo? Batman Returns, but maybe it's all like
Batman's sweet. That had an amazing soundtrack on the NES. Oh yes.
Yeah, it's just like we don't get what we want. At least, I mean, I do. I love Nintendo so much. Like my whole life since I was a kid, 5-year-old, and now it's like Switch. I love the Switch and everything. It's just the online thing I wish can just be improved a lot more. And go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm laughing at her. She's cracking me up.
Are you saving it for the Switch Pro next year or whatever that's going to be called, for us to have more features on it, or what?
That's really tough for me, because I'm the type of person, normally when I buy a console, I stick with that console. I don't upgrade to Pro anything. The only time I did that was, when the PlayStation 3 came out, the fat model, and it was backward compatible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, because the memory on that thing sucks, I had to get a second PlayStation 3, so I got the Slim. That's the only time I did something like that. Most of the time, I have my original, consoles. I don't really upgrade, because I don't know. I don't want to spend the money for something I have. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, it really has to be a drastic change. I mean, right now we got PS5 and the new Xbox Series X coming out, so. Eventually I'd like to get them, but not till next year for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna avoid that. I feel sorry for my
I'm probably
mom.
gonna wait myself.
Yeah, you know, then I'd rather get those than just worry about a new Switch. At least for now. But you know, you never know. I gotta see a really big change for me to want to upgrade.
Yeah, I have to be careful too because you never know. PlayStation or Xbox say, "Hey, we're gonna make the special blue edition."
Right.
No, Lizzie, you know you want this. No, it has a Sonic logo on it.
So
No.
she wants the blue edition. I want red. I love the color red. That would
Yeah,
be awesome.
that's the only way Xbox or PlayStation can make me buy the new one right now. If you go, Lizzie, we made you a blue one. Well, if you made it for me, can I have it as a present? Because I'm not gonna pay that money for it, and I'm not leaving Walmart or Best Buy with it in my hands either. You have to ship it to me.
Hey guys, I got something to show you guys. It's what I've been trying to do every week. I know Chichiki loves this part.
Oh, sure. It's my favorite part of the show.
I love to unbox things live, and this has been sitting in the box for a while, and I have to open him right now.
Oh, you're gonna open the baby Yoda?
I'm gonna
Wow.
open him.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, he's cute.
I'm as a collector. I used to have all this stuff all kind of like in boxes, but I got tired of it because I wanted to display it. And now it's just like I just love, and I have to take it out so that I can put it somewhere, you know, because it's no fun when you got it in the box. Oh my god, he's pretty awesome. Hold on, look at his head.
Oh, look at that.
That is pretty cool.
Guys, watch the show.
Oh, look how cute.
Mandalorian.
I like that bobbleness.
This is my first one actually too of this getting these.
Oh, we have 2 baby Yodas and you haven't opened one of them yet? Man, you're a little slacker.
Oh man, it's just something I want to enjoy and be able to see my things. I actually have like a little duster where I dust all my little figures or my Zelda statues or whatever, so I have to make because they do collect a lot of dust. But just to enjoy it and then showcase it eventually to, when I do a video or something like that on it. So yeah, that's my unboxing. Don't worry, the next time I'm unboxing is I don't know. I feel like I might regret it now.
Oh really?
I pre-ordered a PS5, but I'm getting this like holdback. Like, should I? Like, hopefully it doesn't. I don't get a one that's gonna do. But how do you say? When you get a first one, does it overheat or have problems with it? I've never pre-ordered a PlayStation before, and this is my first one. So I got the PS5 and got all this. So I'm like,
what'd you get with it? What game are you getting with it?
The game I've been asking around is that I'm still kind of thinking. Right now, I got reserved was Demon's Souls.
Okay.
Right now, and that game looks very competitive. People have told me about it, but I'm still trying to figure out.
Oh yeah.
I've never played the first one.
That's tough. It's a tough game.
So good. And I love that kind of thing. But I'm looking at all the games that are coming out that same day. I wanted that Harry Potter Legacy, but it's not till next year. And then so I have to figure out what's best to get. But right now, if anyone's got any better, like what you think might be better, I know it comes with a game. I forgot it comes with a game, and you get
it should be Spider-Man. I think the new Spider-Man comes out, and Ratchet and Clank should be out for launch day. And that's something I'm interested in because I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan.
Wait. Yeah, that was the game that was missing in my head. Do you think I should get that one or Demon's Souls?
Well,
I mean,
I love
it depends on your preference. I get Ratchet and Clank because I just a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. I have all of them. I would get that just because that's my style of gaming, but it all depends on your preference.
I mean, I love my games are like a lot of more of my games are more like fun, Mario Bros, Mario Kart, type things. I don't have that many of that type of game with Demon's Souls, but it looks interesting. I played some games like that, so maybe I might have to lean towards the game that I know I'm gonna have fun than rage or get mad at something that's too hard compared to something I'm gonna have more fun with.
Well, you're definitely gonna rage during Demon's Souls. I mean,
yes.
Have you ever played a Dark Souls game before?
No.
That's pretty much a tier up or tier down from Dark Souls, Demon's Souls.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna get the other one. I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow and just do my reserve. And so I want to have. I don't like to. My son, he's 17. He'll run through it like nothing. But me, forget it. I'm gonna rage. I always tell my son, it's like, well, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Don't stress out. And then because I play any game, I keep it at normal. I don't play hard, super hard, whatever, because I want to enjoy the game. But for him, every time he gets a game, he puts it to the very highest level right away. He doesn't start easy, nothing. He goes to the highest level of difficulty, and he's just really good at it. But I don't know how. It's like I'm like, son, you're a better gamer than I am, or you just know how to do it, but I just can't do it. So yeah, I give him props for that. But I think I'm
Yeah, those games are tough, especially like he said, Demon Souls. The Dark Souls games are really, really. You will die over and over and over. I don't have patience for it, and I'm aware of it. Like I don't mind trying it at somebody's house, but to own it, I can't own that game.
Mhm.
That's not. It will not last in this house. I will put it in a toaster or something. I don't know.
toast it up. All right, I
Yeah.
made my decision. I made my decision. I'm doing it tomorrow. Thank you for that. Let's see. All
Oh,
right, go ahead. Are you gonna say, Liz?
I have another question for you, girl. Do you ever collect like those loot crate boxes, or you know those what do you call it, subscription boxes of gaming? Like I remember once upon a time, there used to be Nerd Block, and they did a really cool Nintendo
Wow.
version, and it had some really cool
That's
Mario
awesome
stuff
looking.
inside. And
No,
sometimes
I never got any subscription based boxes. I usually get like I'll walk around and look for gift boxes like the mystery boxes in Walmart, Target, GameStop. If you look at those three, they always have like special edition, whether it was Link's Awakening
Mhm.
boxes that have stuff inside, or the Mario Brothers, or they have like a Super Nintendo one, if you guys remember that one. They were just different ones that come out. Those are the ones that I gravitate toward. But subscription, I don't have a subscription to anything. But if I do, it's probably gonna lean toward video games monthly.
have you gone to Target? There's a bunch, and I'm talking about a bunch of Lego Mario editions, and it makes me happy, but it ticks me off because the Sonic stuff is shoved to the toy section because Nintendo. Okay, I'm not sure if
Move
you
it
know this,
over.
but Toys R Us came back, and every major toy company has bought a little area of the store. Nintendo owns a section, but only first party can be there. No Sonic, no Ratchet and Clank, no Mega Man, no nothing. Same thing. And then guess what? Target and Toys R Us have a contract. So guess what? When you go to Target in the electronic gaming section, it's all red. It's all
That's
Nintendo.
true. Very true. Yep.
And it's very frustrating because even the toy section, Sonic only gets like 2 or 3 pegs, but it goes quickly. So people know his toys go first, and then all around Sonic is Mario. It's like Nintendo purposely floods in Sega like there. They're
But
like,
that's
He
how
oh,
it's
is.
like. That's
He's
how
not
it's always
Nintendo.
been.
he's
Like
not
they didn't.
Nintendo.
I thought
No,
Nintendo bought him. They didn't.
No,
not yet.
no. They're like a. It's like Sega's now like their own like I don't know like third party instead
Yeah.
of being a console. They're like a third party now.
Okay.
I don't know what would happen if Nintendo did buy Sega. Mario might be like, "Ha ha, your woman is my woman now." Sonic be like, "No, we're gonna share her now."
Nintendo be like, we won the console wars.
Yeah, it's
If that
over.
ever happened.
They
Yeah.
would.
That would be awesome though. I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because they have those games, Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics,
Yep.
this Olympics, that Olympics. But I don't know because I mean here is what I've learned from all my years being around Mario and Sonic. Mario's always been that really sweet hero guy, where Sonic's more edgy, kind of an asshole. But I love him very much for a personal reason. He means so much to me, so I can avoid and overlook all those flaws. But yeah, there's a big difference. You got the sweet character that all the characters love, kids love him. But guess what? A lot of kids love Sonic too. Because for example, my mom works at Walmart. Parents come to my mom because she works in the toy section, and they go, "What are your Sonic toys? Do you have any Sonic toys? Anything?" My mom's like, "No, no, I'm sorry. We've got like T-shirts. Sometimes will pop up at Target. I
Yeah.
mean at Walmart, but Target has them now. Like this one, for example, is at Target.
Yeah.
Walmart will sometimes get like pajamas of Sonic, maybe like underwear or socks. But toys, belongs to Target. And that's kind of very frustrating because the toys are limited and they go quick. So you're not going to find them at Toys R Us. You're not going to find them at Walmart, not Kohl's or anything else. You're going to have to either buy them online, eBay, and all those other places out there. And maybe you get lucky and you will see the toys at Target. But it's very frustrating when this is the character you love and you're kind of shoved with Nintendo and Mario. And you go, I love you, Nintendo. I love you, Mario. But you're cramping, you're kind of annoying me now because you're everywhere and you're eliminating the person I love the most. So it's like, I love you, Nintendo. I love Mario, but my preference is still Sega and Sonic. So it's
I mean, Mario's just more, I guess, more popular. I think that's what it is. Sonic, I love Sonic. I love him because he's a cocky like character, but he, you know, unfortunately, because of the fall of Sega and stuff like that, you don't see as much of Sonic as you do Mario. But it would be like kind of like Crash Bandicoot, people like that, you know, like I said, Ratchet and Clank. You don't see too many of the PlayStation characters as you would Mario. Mario's just a very huge franchise, and it's amazing because it started in the 80s and it's still today. You see it all over the stores. It's amazing. I think that is the coolest thing in the world. He's the only character I know that held up that long, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is kind of amazing. I mean, to be honest, even if you go to dollar stores like Dollar Tree, not only a 9-cent store, you will find Super Mario coloring books and stuff. If you look in the section, sometimes you'll find little toys like in their toy section. But yeah, Mario is Nintendo. They're everywhere, and I think that's wonderful. But you know, in the end of the day, you're kind of like, do I want a Mario shirt? Do I want the Sonic shirt? You go, well, what does the Mario shirt look like? And I'm still taking the Sonic shirt.
Of course, absolutely. It's who you love. You gotta, no matter what, how popular they are, you gotta stick with who you love.
Yes.
That's why I still like the Giants.
Hey, I'm on Team Sonic.
Oh. Team Mario.
Mario.
I got Mario.
So it's all great. It's all beautiful things. Gaming is always.
Besides, you want to know it's kind of funny? And you guys watch Toy Story, right? The movie's Toy Story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a few Mario plushies here that I've gotten at gaming conventions. There's actually one in Houston that I hate that I miss. It's arcade in it's an arcade and pinball expo. I bought the most adorable Mario plushie. I swear he was on my bed when I went to work. Come home. He's flat down here on the floor. And in the place, the Sonic plushies are purposely right there where I left them. But for some odd reason, the Mario plushie's on the floor. So I'm wondering if these toys actually come to life. If our toys come to life and say, get the fuck off here. This is Sonic territory. But yeah,
they kicked them to the floor.
Kicked them to the floor. Yes. You never know. Our stuff could come to life when we're not around. They'd be like, ha ha, I own this house, or I own this room. She likes me more than you, or
I like Toy Story. I love that.
Good movie.
Yeah.
All of them. Now, I wish they would do a gaming Toy Story now. That would be awesome. But could you imagine the licensing for that? I mean, that'd be a heck of a licensing problem.
Well, they had it for
They had
PlayStation
Toy Story
3.
games.
Yeah, PlayStation. Well, so Super Nintendo, it was there. I think Genesis had Toy Story. The latest one was the Toy Story with the toy box on PS3. That was awesome.
Well, what about remember the movie Wreck-It Ralph? Mm-hmm. There were rumors that Mario was supposed to be in it, but Nintendo would not let them.
They wouldn't give the licensing. Yeah. Nintendo's very, very strict with a lot of stuff. If you have to be very careful when it comes to Nintendo, because they will go after you very quickly. You know that with copyrights and this and that. Even reviewing a game, they're different. They're very, very strict. Out of all the other stuff, Nintendo's definitely the most that you got to be a little bit cautious with, unfortunately.
Oh man, they'll probably watch me like, Is this girl a threat to us? No, she still loves us. She just shoves us to the back. Because I met the voice of Mario, Charles.
Yes, Charles Martinet. Me too.
He's the sweetest guy in the world. But I was talking to him, and I told him, I'm kind of mad at Sonic right now anyway. And he's like, well, good, because Mario loves you more. You should love Mario more.
No, I like that actually. Here's I'll show you guys really quick. I have a picture with Charles Martinet, a couple of them.
Sweetest guy ever. I want to meet him again.
I've met him a couple of times.
Charles Martinet, yeah, I only met him once at Too Many Games. He's an expensive person to go near. When I seen that, this is me and James Ralph at Too Many Games. There's Charles Martinet.
Oh wow,
that was a good picture.
James Ralph.
And we're representing.
That is awesome. He actually gave me his autograph, and he had some beautiful pictures. And he asked me which picture I wanted. He was going to autograph it, and I asked him if he can customize what he can say. And his agent was right next to him, the most sweetest, beautiful woman I've ever met, sweetest girl. And she was like, "No, honey, look, because it's Nintendo." He can only write certain things because it is Mario after all. So he could write Princess Lizzie, but he couldn't mention Sonic at all. So I thought, okay, that's cool. But I have the autograph wrapped up safe somewhere in this room, somewhere in there. But it's so sweet. He called me Princess Lizzie. Like, oh, I love it.
The thing about him is that I've noticed this a lot. If you check him out on his Twitter, it doesn't happen with a lot of people. No matter how many times I text him, I DM him, he responds to you every single time. And so I've known about him. Like I asked him a few weeks ago, and he finally responded. It takes him a little time, but he responds. I asked him, "What was your favorite Mario game?" I say, "If you don't have to you don't have to answer if you don't want to." But his response was, I'm reading it now. He's like, "Oh gosh, I think 64 because of the recording session, but I love Galaxy, Super Mario Brothers Wii, Odyssey, 3D World," and then he even did like a real kind of thing. He was like being funny, comical. Then he goes, "So many great experiences." But that's
awesome.
Responded,
that's pretty cool.
And I love the fact that he does. And if you see his on Twitter, he's all about love and that kind of thing.
He's a humble person, definitely.
Very humble.
Yeah. It's all Nintendo. It's like he has to charge people to get an autograph or even a picture. It's really not his doing. He also has to be careful using his voice. He can't just make Mario's voice everywhere he goes.
That's
weird.
True.
Yeah, there's a contract. He can't talk on the fly like that. You got to get permission.
He told me he couldn't be on. I asked him about the podcast a while ago. He says he can't because Nintendo. He gave me an explanation. Yep. Understandable. Yes, sir. Because I didn't know. So I've been trying to if not, that's why, like I said, when he texts us, he's nice and he responds to you. It's good enough for me, man. I never met the guy, and I hope I get a chance to when things kind of open up. I can go to a convention and get that opportunity. But
how far are you to Philadelphia?
I'm right at the border of Illinois and Wisconsin, like right there at the border.
Oh, you're close to Megadan and Captain Algebra. It took them 12 and a half hours to get down here.
I drive to New York. When New York was open, I'll drive 15 hours just to go to the Nintendo store, and I've done it.
Yep. Charles Martinet might go to Too Many Games again if he was supposed to go this year again, and with everything, obviously it was canceled. So maybe next year, if permitted, he might be there.
Is Kenny going to be there? Bowser or King Koopa, as we knew him. King Koopa.
He was there once before, I believe, but I don't know. That I don't know.
Because he and Charles were here last year for a convention, a little small one called Fan Panetic or some weird name like that. But he and Charles were here last year. I think it was like in March or something. I forgot when it was, but because so much has happened. But they were both really awesome guys. But Kenny now lives here in Dallas, Texas. So it's like, yeah, man.
Oh, that's
awesome.
I'm
in Houston. You just go up there, go say hi to him.
I want to come to Texas to go to Retropalooza. So that's something that is on my bucket list.
Yes, it's an awesome event. Also, Game Fest. That's an awesome convention too. It's actually owned by Game Over Video Games. Awesome people, awesome show. So many cool video game stores. It's better than GameStop. Definitely check them out.
That's
And
awesome.
don't forget the Video Game Museum too in Texas.
Where's that at?
It's right outside of Dallas, and
That's awesome.
that is amazing. I love it. They got a giant Pong 2-player thing where you and somebody else have to take the whole wheel just to play Pong on a big this projected screen. It is an experience. And then they have all these retro arcade games and all these rare items. They have like the 1990 Nintendo competition cartridge there and all sorts of rare stuff that you never see anywhere else.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, highly recommend going.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'll definitely do if I get. Well, I'm gonna get down there one day. I'm trying to go to conventions all over. I've only been, throughout the East Coast. Retro World. You got the Southeast Game Exchange, South Carolina. Wisconsin was gonna be the first time. Midwest Gaming Classic was gonna be my first time there. So hopefully next year. But eventually, I'd like to go to Game On Arizona, Retropalooza Texas, SoCal California. Just make my way to at least one of those conventions one time,
Yeah.
I haven't been to one in my life. Well, actually, I went to that Nintendo Switch one. That's not really much. It was like a small little room, and I got to play the Switch before it came out. But I was on my way to E3 for the very first time.
Nice.
It must be my first one, but the pandemic just hit.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
I just hit the
E3 is a fantastic show.
I was just buying the VIP pass. Then I stopped from trying to finish it from buying. It was like in February, and I started watching the news a lot. And I said, "Hold on, you know what? Let's hold off for a few weeks." Then a few weeks they just canceled all of it. I was like, "Damn,
dude, that's dope though. You should come to Midwest Gaming Classic in Wisconsin since you're up in that direction because I'm supposed to be going next year. So if you guys are around,
2 years, yeah, we're right there. We're like 30,
right.
what 30 minutes from it.
Midwest Gaming Classic. It's Wisconsin, Michigan.
It's in Milwaukee.
I mean, not Michigan, Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was supposed to go 2 years in a row. 2 years ago, they had a blizzard in April.
Don't tell me that I hate snow.
I was like, when it snowed, it was a blizzard, snowed all day. I'm like, there's no way I'm driving up to this. It is terrible. And then we had, COVID-19 this year.
Yep.
But I was gonna go. I had took off for work. I was ready to go. My friend had a booth up there. Sean Kelly was gonna be up there, and I was ready to go, and canceled.
And then that was heartbreaking. I was so excited to meet people. That's why I want to make my way around because I know so many people that live all over the country. I want to at least get to meet them, even if I have to go to them. That would have been an opportunity to meet a lot of people. Gaming Off the Grid was going to be there. Do You Nerd? People that I haven't met. So if you're there next year, that'll be awesome because I will be there.
Yeah, I'm if it's there, I'll be there for guaranteed.
Xavier, we're going.
Yep, we're going.
There you go. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to catch my very first one, so I'm just trying to get to something and be more involved since the Switch came up. I was a gamer in the beginning when I grew up as a kid. Then I lost the passion because due to personal reasons. I was this big gym freak all the time. And I was like, I forget it. Then I went back to gaming. Everything just blew back to me. And I just like, I should never drop this. And now it's just like, I just love what I do. And I didn't want to, why did I allow someone to take it from me? Now it's just like, you know what, bring it back. Love what you do. Don't be afraid of loving your gaming,
that's
life.
right.
And it just blew up on me. And now here I am, with great people right now live. And oh man, I tell you, this gaming life is a great one. So and I'm loving it. So you guys are awesome, all of you guys. So it's always a good thing.
You guys too. I had a good time, and I have to admire everything in the background because I'm a Mario fan. So everything back there.
Well, except for this one, I don't know really what's in it.
Yeah, cover it up. Thank you first.
see, look at that.
Love it. I like the Xbox.
Yeah, okay, quite okay. And cool thing, Goodwill had the Xbox, PS2, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64, all for $15.99 each.
That's an
What?
awesome deal.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes. Oh, you
Hey.
should have told me. I would have made my way down there real quick.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I can do some. Dude, the Xbox is one of my favorites for doing modding. You can do because it's basically a PC. You can place all your old systems. You can play Nintendo, Atari 7800, 2600, Atari ST, so many things on that thing. And,
Ooh,
and
you
it's
have to help me
yeah,
set that
yeah.
up here.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I can do a lot of stuff with that system. PS2, I can do a lot too with the McWill hack to it.
I'm gonna have to send something your way. I'm
All
getting
right.
to know you now.
Yeah, because the PS2, I'll off air, I'll tell you guys some nice little things you can do with it.
Okay.
We get
Guys, Chichuki, you want to close up?
Yes. If anybody doesn't have any more questions or anything, we want to thank tonight's guests, JLUV81,
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lizzie the Hedgehog, as always. Oh,
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can see part of my floor over there. It's on here, but I can see the floor.
Xavier, thanks for coming by and your segment, as always.
thank you.
Mr. Switch, as always.
I want to thank everybody for an awesome podcast today. It was very entertaining. It's good to know every week someone new, and I like to let's all stay in contact with each other, especially with J Love. She's coming back. She's got a comeback special coming.
That's
She's
right.
gonna show us how it's done, retro wise and everything else, gaming. So it's good. This is a great, fun community. I want to thank everyone who jumped in the chat box. Everybody, a lot of people came in. It's very exciting to guys. Don't forget it again for those who let's all get to know each other. Let's keep this going. Let's just never stop. It's just something. This is part of life. But don't forget, you got things going on. Family first. Education, school, and all that. Gaming right afterwards. So either way. So I appreciate everyone coming down, and I'll see you guys. Everyone else, take care and have a great night.
What time are we on next week? Are we doing something special next week?
Next week, yes. We are doing let me see. Next week is on the 23rd, Friday, on 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Your time zones might be different. We're gonna have the champion from the Zelda Breath of the Wild, Daruk Goron champion. We have the voice actor from his name is Joe Hernandez. The voice actor will be with us at 6:30, and then at 7:30 will be Triforce Johnson.
Nice.
So it'll be an exciting day for everyone to join us at that time. And J Love, if you wanna say hi to any of the guys, jump in with us if you like to, or watch with us.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks everyone for stopping by. This has been Gamers Realm podcast number 26. Hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend.
All right, take care, everyone.
See you guys.
Laters.